Hello and welcome to Daily 20. It is the week of August 12th, and I'm doing a post-workout Daily 20 for you today. So a couple things for post-workout. Make sure you get in some kind of meal as soon as you can, some type of recovery meal, including carbohydrates and protein. That's really, really important to get in within about a half an hour of your workout. And then as far as post-workout, one thing to make sure you're doing is to make sure you're having this transition time between the intensity of your workout and your non-workout time. So that might be a walk, that might be some gentle stretching. I'm not a big fan that you need to do a whole big gentle stretching routine post run. I think it's actually better to do a cool down, maybe a little bit of stretching, definitely getting nutrition in, and then later on in the day doing a little bit more of a stretching routine. So that's why I have us do the Daily 20. So maybe in the evening or later in the afternoon if you've done a morning workout. But I still want to go through a couple things that I think are really helpful. And one of the things is actually, I want to do some upper body work today. A lot of times we do lower body work, but in many sports, especially endurance sports, we tend to fold kind of forward. So if you think about our running motion, we've got our arms going back and forth, and so we're kind of like moving in this forward direction. Same with swimming. Swimming is moving forward, shoulders coming forward, and cycling, sometimes weight training, and then a lot of times just daily life, right? Like being on our phones or being on a computer or sitting, driving a car. And so one thing to really help with our posture is doing some work to stretch out our chest and also strengthen our upper back. So I want to show you that today. And the first thing is, this is with the long tube foam roll. We're going to do some foam rolling. So I want to show you probably like my favorite thing for the back. And you do have to be careful on this, but sit down on the end of the foam roll, and then you want to roll onto it so that your head is resting on it. It's positioned right in between your shoulders. Your hips are on it, and then they're tucked under slightly so that you're not excuse me, oh, there's bugs out here. So that your back doesn't have a gap. So you want to just press your back down into the foam roll. And then there's 3 different exercises or 3 different stretches I really like to do on the foam roll. One is just take your arms overhead and just let them drop out to the side. And just take some nice deep breaths here. Really make sure your hips are tucked under still, that you don't have a gap between your lower back and the foam roll. And you can just rest here. Really just feel that stretch through your shoulders, through your chest. And then the next thing you can do is you can bring your arms up together and just let them fall back out a few times, nice and controlled. And that just gets this like rolling motion through your upper back, and lets that foam roll work a little bit through your shoulders and your upper back. So the next thing is bring your hands up again, and we're going to do like a scissor motion. So one arm up and the other arm down, and then just rotating that back and forth. Maybe about 10 times. Seeing if when you're at the top, if you can reach up a little more. If you feel pain or pinching in your shoulders, don't force it. But just a nice gentle motion with scissors here. Okay? And if you want to do that again, you can repeat it. You can lay out in the stretch more with your arms out to the side, you can do some more of these flies, and then you can do some more of these scissors. So same principle, and then when you come up off of this, just kind of watch that you're not like arching your back when you come off of that. So the same principle as we want to work on doing the foam rolling, breaking up any adhesions, doing that mobility work, and then we'll do some stretch work. And one I really like is if you've done like cat-cow in yoga class, where you're on all fours doing cat-cow, this one is sitting or standing doing cat-cow. So you're just gonna bring your arms back like you were in that fly on the foam roll, and then you're just gonna bring them together. But when you bring them together in front of you, let your shoulder blades press back, reach forward, round through your shoulders so you really get that nice stretch through your back, and then open your chest back up, hold there, and then bring your arms back forward again, rounding through your upper back. And you could do 5 to 10 of each of these. And hold it for as long as you want to. If you feel you want to get a longer stretch here, you can hold longer. If you want to do a little more, get a little more of that mobility, you can get a little more of that mobility. Good, okay. So the last part of this is doing some strength. So the strength part we're going to work on, because we're working on posture, and we've been working on opening up, stretching out the chest. We want to work on strengthening the back. And so we're going to do some rows. And if you have a band, if it's a band with a handle, just put the band part around your feet. This is one of a super band. I really like this. There are a lot of different exercises you can do. It's a great piece of equipment to take with you to travel. Because it's pretty light and you can really get a great workout in with it. But you want to sit up nice and tall, bring your shoulders back, reach your arms forward, put that band under both of your feet, and then you're going to hold on to it, keeping some tension in the band, and just bring your elbows straight back, hold here, and then release forward. And nice and control as you're releasing forward, and then bring those elbows straight back again, hold, and then release forward. Good. We're going to do about 10 of these. And just the whole time, try to keep that tension in the band. Keep reminding yourself, I have to remind myself to sit up. Keep your core activated, the shoulders back. Keep breathing. The nice part about this is you're also getting a nice stretch in through your hamstrings and your calves. So kind of a multi-purpose exercise. Good. A couple more of these. Excellent. Okay, we're going to take a little rest, and then we're going to do one more set. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall again, get that tension in your band, kind of re-cue all your positions, activate your core. Shoulders are back, arms are forward with that tension in your band, and then pull your elbows straight back in towards your side, and then release forward. These. So this is a great exercise to incorporate into your daily 20 routine. Maybe doing this one a couple times a week so that you just have that, just cues your body. It cues your body to remember good posture, how to keep your core strong, to keep your shoulders back, and really helps also to prevent injuries in our shoulders. If we can, if our body, if our muscular system can hold us into that position just more naturally, it helps prevent that rolling of shoulders forward, which can over time lead to some injuries. So that is it for this morning or afternoon or evening, whenever you're doing this. Thank you for joining me for Daily 20. I hope you have a fabulous day. Talk to you soon.